August video update, and this is to show you the small garden. Things are growing really well, and today here in the UK is literally just the day after the full moon, so this is the perfect time to be harvesting medicinal herbs such as the mints here, and we've got some thyme. They are great to be picked on or just after the full moon, as around the full moon the water level on Earth is at its highest, so things retain more moisture and they last longer if harvested then. So we've got mint to harvest, we've got some thyme, we've actually got garlic here as well. So we're just going to start by showing you, let me just move in a little closer, how we're going to harvest this garlic. And we're doing this earlier in the day as well because there is more moisture in the earth. So there you go, you can see we've just gently dug into the soil and look at all those roots, and you have fresh bulbs of garlic. Getting another one here. So what would show that the garlic is ready?
Well, the top tend to die down a bit. As you can see, they're laying down, like all of them laying down on the floor.
So if they start to lie down, and again these top parts start to droop over, that is showing you that they are pretty much cooked underneath and they are ready.
You know what you do after you get all together? You just tie them, get a piece of string and you tie them and hang them like that and leave them to dry. Say for a couple of weeks till you see the outside peel start going crispy and crunchy, you know. So you know, so that.
And then what would you do with them once they're dry?
Well, you know that they're ready to use, isn't it?
Ah.
Yeah.
So they can store for quite a while.
Yeah, garlic can stay for a while.
And then obviously it's up to you how you want to use them. You could just use them fresh, keep them in a fridge then. You could cut them, chop them, freeze them, and then add them to foods as and when you need.
I got a big one here. Yeah,
wow, look at the size of that.
And they're all organic. No fertilizer, nothing.
Yeah, no chemicals on these.
No chemical whatsoever. 100% pure.
And it makes you ask the question, when you get them in the shop, they're certainly not that big, and they've used chemicals on theirs, but you don't need to. Look at that. It's pretty much nearly the size of my hand. What else have we got to show them?
Well, I got carrots here that can be.
Ooh,
the size of
look at that.
Again, it's just all organic.
What?
That's ready.
It's bigger than my hand. Wow.
It's another one here.
So we have organic carrots.
Need to give them a little wash after.
And from what I remember last year, let me put these on the floor for a second. When I had those last year, even stored in the fridge, guys, this is no exaggeration, they lasted for months and months.
Yeah, because they're natural, you see, they're organic. If they did have chemical in them, fertilizer,
yeah,
you find that they start going off quickly. So that only tells you it must be doing the same thing to your body.
That's definitely food for thought there. Yeah. So we've got those. I'm personally going to use some of these, which I'll show you in another video. My carrots, beetroots, and then I'm going to get some organic apples from somewhere because I haven't grown any. and I'm going to make a really nice juice.
Okay, I'm gonna get the rest of the garlic out here.
Okay. And what tool is it you're using?
Oh, it's just it's funny how I
Just
come
a
across
little.
this tool. It was a spade
Ah.
and it broke here. And I say, you know what, I'm gonna keep it
See? Yeah.
to dig stuff up out the
What
ground.
a good idea. You don't even have to throw everything away.
No, you
There's
could
always
find-
a use for things.
Yeah. If you know what to do with it, you know?
So we're finishing getting the garlic up and out. Then we've got over here, you can see they've got really high, some are starting to yellow. This cabbage is going to be
They should have
harvested
been
too.
harvested before, but
Yeah, we should have done
just
that
been a bit
before,
busy.
but yeah, sometimes we've been a bit busy. And with only 2 people, it is quite a lot of work to get done. All the flowers are nicely blooming. And then I think at the back of this garden as well, there are the onions.
Yeah, you could you could show them around. Go that way. You could show them the onions.
So we've got sweet corn as well. Sweet corn's getting really big. And they're growing really nice and tall. Then we've got these plants here. They're actually potato plants.
There's some of them that been left in the ground from last year,
Yeah.
so they just grow back.
Ow! I just got stung by something.
Yeah.
See, when someone throws me off my original
Show
video
them the
plan,
sweet
this
corn
is what
farms they
happens. And we've got the onions there, yes. As you can see, yes, these corns are really big. They're getting huge.
Okay, I want to show you something about the sweet corn. See with these sweet corn, the way sweet corn grow, yeah? As you can see, that's the silk.
What?
That's the silk. That's the corn here. You know when you get a corn in the shop and you see them little strands, that's the silk. And that's gonna be the sweet corn here.
Wow.
From here, come up. All that's gonna be the
Okay.
sweet corn. But how it works now, yeah? You see up here, look. I'm gonna tap it. I don't know if the camera will pick it up. You're gonna see some fine pollens coming out. You see it? You see that like a dusty looking
Yeah.
thing? That's what pollinate the plant and make the sweet corn. So
See one
you
drop,
see,
drop
yeah,
in.
with these strands here, each one of them connect to a grain of the corn. So at the top here, the pollen have to go on the silk. See that dusty looking thing? Look, see that? See that dusty looking thing? That's the pollen that's gonna go on the silk and pollinate it. And that's how we create the grains on the corn.
Interesting
Does that
stuff.
make sense? Yeah. So sometimes early in the morning, between 8 and 9 o'clock, you could come out, give them a tap like that. See all that pollen just falling down? See that dusty looking thing? Yeah, that's what, as I said, pollinate the plant. And if you want to come around here, show you the onions. Again, guys, organic. As you can see, what the size of these onions.
I'm just zooming in. Jeez.
If you can see the size of these onions, and as I said, they're all organic.
Are you going to harvest?
Well, I'm gonna leave them because of all the rain and everything, I'm gonna leave them to expand a bit more in the ground, cause that will happen now because they're getting all this water and, you know.
Yeah, so technically you could take them up now. I mean,
You
they'll be
could.
decent, but
Yeah, you can.
if you want to
can.
get more out of them,
Yeah, that's right.
wait. And again, in that far corner there,
That's
more potatoes.
Yeah.
so you can see, even in such a small space,
Should we try one of the potatoes? See what's
yeah,
going on?
why not? So we're going to try a potato, because if I get a little bit closer, I just have
Can
to
you
watch
get
my
across
step.
here? What's that plant? Is the roses? Let's go walk up the back. No, don't walk up the back.
Sorry about the camera here, guys. Just trying to get through it.
You can see loads of onions everywhere.
So, as you can see,
With the, go on.
oh, perfect example. There we go. Potato. That's showing you underneath. It should be ready.
Yeah, once
because
the plant
it's died down on
Yeah.
top. So that is a natural indicator that that is ready to harvest. A lot of these on that side. So how are you going to get those up?
Wow. Gonna try. Already there's a little one there.
I don't know where that went.
Cause sometimes I like using my hands because instead of damaging using the tool, and it probably dug into it and damaged it, you know. See, got potatoes and they're all organic, guys.
So yeah, hands can be a better tool than anything else if you're not afraid to get
Your hands dirty.
yeah. Oh, they look great.
Yeah, as I said, I just need a wash. Yeah, these are the red potatoes.
And how will
you know.
you store these ones?
Well, you could peel them, but these ones they will last for a very long time out the fridge or whatever, because as I said, there's no fertilizer in them.
Yeah.
So when you got potatoes at home where you buy in the supermarket and you see they go off that easily, it's because of the chemicals.
Yeah, because normally in the supermarket you get them and after a couple of days they're done. Wow, look at that one.
And a few potatoes.
And that's just one plant, isn't it?
Yeah. One plant. I'm gonna try another one here.
Ooh.
I need to start getting them out, you know?
Yeah.
The amount of rain is coming, it might just make them start go off.
Yes, it's all about timing. But like I say, if you follow the moon cycles with your gardening, full moon, you'll get the best out of any of your crops. Because there is just the most moisture in the ground at this point. Obviously this soil looks really rich as well, because this is not the first time it's been worked. This has been worked for a couple of years in a row, and we've been having a lot of rain here too.
Well, for now, yeah. Got a few potatoes there. See, with these you can make a soup, or
Yeah,
you know,
I think
if
this
you're doing
variety,
a roast.
yeah, you could boil them, roast them, mash them. So many things you could do with them. That's incredible. And then we've got our greens. Oh, we've got some onions there too. We've got some more carrots. And it's good to stagger the time when you plant, because that gives you a bit of time to use as well, your first lot of stuff. Then in a couple of weeks, you'll see these ones should be ready as well.
Let me get something to cut some of them.
And then we'll show you how we cut the cabbage down as well. This cabbage is delicious. And to be honest, I haven't really seen any pest problems with this. You will notice sometimes if the butterflies start laying on them, then yes, you might, like this, see some of your leaves, little holes or missing in them. But if you try and time it right to cut those at the right time, like we say, these have just been left a bit long, but normally if you time to cut them, you won't have those problems. So show them the tool that we're working with. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer. This is a new tool I got the other day. I like the string on it. So it's like a hook. Wait, put it to the camera please. It's a hook blade, really sharp, but really good for getting those angles.
Well guys, you just cut the cabbage like this. What you do, like if you see a leaf that's not too presentable, you just take it off like that. Yeah. Oh, I think the butterflies got to some of them.
Yeah, I just
can
noticed that.
see the egg
The little
there.
holes.
No, you see
That's
the egg?
butterfly eggs.
Yeah.
They could be washed off, right?
Yeah, yeah. You just wash
Salt
them in
water.
salt water, yeah, that'll be good. We've got loads of these cabbage. I don't know what we're gonna do with all of these. It's quite a bit. The eggs again.
Yeah.
Some more eggs there. But with that leaf now, if you feel a bit funny about it, you just do that. See you later.
And it still goes back into the earth, so it's nourishing your soil. It's
Yeah.
not a complete waste.
It becomes manure in the end.
Yeah.
See, that's what I tend to do as well. Like stuff out the garden, I put it back into the soil,
Mhm.
and then as it breaks down, it becomes compost, you know. So yeah, that's a very good idea.
So that.
See guys, see like these cabbages now, you could chop some of them up fine and you could cook them in rice, you know, like a cabbage rice.
Yeah, cabbage rice, stir fries, even with
Yeah.
like a roast dinner, or you could just use them curries.
Yeah, anything you feel like.
They're so versatile with any type of food, any type of cooking.
And again, they're organic, so you know they're full of nutrients.
You could even juice these actually.
As you can see how much we have going here, quite a bit. See the butterflies coming to lay the eggs. Yeah, but it's nature, you know. We gotta look after them also.
So this is our full moon harvest. Thank you for watching.